Welcome to Rock Solid Productions, where in this video we are going to check out the Daemon X Machina Split Pad Pro coming from Hori, designed for the Nintendo Switch. Hey everyone, Gary here with Rock Solid Productions. Now, if this is your first time to the channel, just want to take a second to say thanks for stopping by and checking out what we have going on here. If you like what you see here, I invite you to check out some of the other videos that we have here on the channel. And if you really like what you see, do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification icon. That way each and every time we do upload new content, you're kept the most up to date. So a few months ago, Hori announced this guy here. This is the Daemon X Machina Split Pad Pro for the Nintendo Switch. And what it is, it's a different sort of Joy-Con attachment for playing your Switch in handheld mode. I've said it before, I've never been a fan of playing my Switch in handheld mode. It's just never been very comfortable. It's a little bit too wide for my taste. I don't like the way the Joy-Cons feel in my hand. It's just not the ideal way for me to play. This promises to change the overall way that the Joy-Con fits in your hand, Joy-Con as it were, changes the balance, changes the fact that you actually have a D-pad on the left Joy-Con, very similar to like the Nintendo Switch Lite, and overall promises a better handheld gaming experience. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this out of the box, we're going to charge it up, and we're going to test it out on our Nintendo Switch to see if this really is a game changer. Come on, let's get started. So here we have the Daemon X Machina Split Pad Pro on the bench. Now I did get this from our local store, Live Action Games. Pretty much anywhere that carries Hori products should be able to get this for you. I will have a link to Live Action Games Facebook page in the more info section. I'll also have a link to where you can order it from our Amazon storefront too. Normal price about 50 bucks, and that's exactly what I paid here. Now I do have my Switch here, no Joy-Cons on it right now. I was actually playing it earlier in my fixture gaming S1 mount. Taking a look at the box itself. There you can see Daemon X Machina on the top, the Switch on the main part of the body itself. Nothing really of note on the side. On the back, full-size controller experience in handheld mode, sized for comfort and performance. Full-size shoulder buttons, precision D-pan, programmable rear triggers. That's actually very cool too. And then on the side, again, just a picture of the Switch itself. Let's unbox this. So each split pad is packaged separately here. Here is, feels like this is the left one. Sure is. Wow, that is a lot bigger than the original Joy-Con. We'll do some side-by-side comparison here too. No LNR or SR, SL, or whatever they call it on the original one here. So look at the size of those triggers. Yeah, buddy, those are a lot nicer. D-pad actually feels really good. You can assign a button, turbo functionality. There is your capture button there too. And on the right-hand side, this actually even feels bigger still. Look at those buttons. Those buttons are real size buttons. Those are awesome. Again, full-size shoulder buttons there too. Analog stick actually feels really good. Home button, assign turbo, same thing there, and then there's the plus button. There's the rear programmable button too, and again, no option for SL, SR on here either. These feel really light. I wonder, these may not be rechargeable. These may be powered just off the Switch. Let's compare the size of these to the original Joy-Cons first. So first of all, the left Joy-Con, from left to right, you have an unaltered regular left Joy-Con. This is one that I have modified with the D-pad case and everything on here too. Here is one of the Hori, just the left Joy-Cons that has the D-pad on it. And then here's the Split Pad Pro. You can see how much bigger the analog stick is on this than the rest of them. The D-pad, although looks like it's almost the exact same size on here as on just their regular left Joy-Con that they offer. It's bigger than the modded one and definitely bigger than the one that we have here with just the 4 buttons. Now let's take a look at the right Joy-Con. You can see the same sort of thing here where the analog stick much bigger than the original controllers. This again is just the matching white to the white one that I showed you a little bit earlier. Here's a stock blue one, no modification, but it does have a little case on it is all. Again, the analog stick and the buttons much bigger on this, and the shoulder buttons much bigger. I like that so far. Let's check out the instruction manual now. So before using this product, make sure that your Switch is updated to the latest firmware. That's normal. Product only works in handheld mode and must be attached to the Switch console to function. This product cannot be used in TV or tabletop mode or as a wireless controller. That tells me no batteries. Product does not support the following features: gyroscope, okay, motion IR camera, okay, accelerometer, player LED, HD no rumble? That kind of sucks. Home button notification, NFC, so Amiibo will not work on here, I'll tell you that right now. Product cannot be used with certain accessories made specifically for Joy-Con controllers, such as the Joy-Con grip, Joy-Con charging grip, due to the product's shape and size. Please do not forcibly install this. All right, normal stuff there. So you can see all the different buttons and everything, pretty much the same as what you would expect out of any other controller. FR, FL buttons, those are assignable. Walks you through how to connect to your Switch and how to remove. How to assign turbo buttons. You can even change the turbo speed, that's cool. And then obviously walks you through how to assign the FR button, you know, whatever you want to have there. So that's important to note. And that's pretty much it. So we're gonna have to review this kind of guerrilla style. So we're going to attach these to our Switch. There's one, we're gonna put the kickstand up. So one thing of note here, you can see the difference in the height between the X Machina controller and the Switch itself. There's a lot of difference here between the height here and the height there, something just to be aware of. It does make the Switch quite a bit wider, also something to be aware of. We're just gonna use the D-pad for this real quick. Feels nice and responsive. Yeah, cannot complain about the responsiveness at all. I mean, it's reacting to every button press that I'm doing here. Well, that was dumb of me. I did not do that layout right. Okay, Sonic's working fine. Let's try some Street Fighter, baby. So I did have to kind of change my camera angle just to be able to get this shot well. So we're gonna do Super Street Fighter 2. Oof. Got him there. T-Hawk has always been a problematic character for me to beat. Oh, he got me. I was not able to pull off the dragon uppercut there. We're gonna quit that one. We're gonna go back one. At least one generation, just go to Street Fighter 2, the new challengers. Having a little bit easier time here with Fei Long. I have been able to pull off the dragon uppercut a couple of times. I'll try the D-pad again on that one. Oh, he got me back on that one. The D-pad it's absolutely easier to get the dragon uppercut. Okay, so that's okay there. We're gonna go into the Super Nintendo games because I want to test out the turbo. And I use Control B. So blaster would be B. And there I can actually set it to fire automatically for me. That's a total cheat, but you know what? We're gonna do it. Okay, that's awesome. That's totally cheating though, but you know what? I'm okay with it. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. per Jesse Ventura. I do like using the analog stick more so than the D-pad, I will say that. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, this is really cool for something like this. And yes, it is totally cheating. I think I would probably prefer it though if it was just a turbo, because there are times that like there's a delay between when it's actually shooting. So I'm gonna pause for a second. The other thing I want to do real quick is I want to assign the triggers on the back to be L and R. So assign and assign. So let's see if that works now. It does. Oh, I like that a lot. That to me feels a lot more natural than using the triggers up top. Yeah, I like that. That's really good. In fact, if you are flying or playing Star Fox or anything like that, I would highly recommend making that programming change. Let's see if there's anything else we can test out on here real quick. Let's do some Horizon Chase Turbo. Now, what I'm also going to do, I'm going to turn off the assign buttons as well. So that's just hold down assign and then press the button to clear that out. And then turbo, okay, turbo has been disabled too. What I might do, it might also be handy to use, you know, the trigger on back, assign that for gas and brake too. That trigger feels really good for gas at least. This is such a fun, cartoony sort of racing game. The graphics, I mean, they're not like cutting edge or anything. They just look really good. Aqueous has done a great job on this game, and it's available on the PS4, on the Switch, and I think the Xbox One as well. The analog stick is feeling great on here for getting around corners. I just missed a turbo, I saw that. He's gone turbo. Yeah, I'm liking the analog sticks. They feel nice and precise. It does make the system really flippin' wide though. I'm not sure I like how wide it makes the system. Oh, got that wrong. Marshall! For all my RC followers out there. Finished third. So after all that, what do I think of the Hori split pad controllers for the Switch? I'm going to send them down here. I like the fact the analog sticks are bigger, it does have a D-pad, and that the ABXY buttons are considerably larger than a traditional Joy-Con. I do like the programmability through the turbo button and through the assign function that really makes this, you know, where you can personalize and kind of make it your own. What I don't like about it is the fact, first of all, it makes the Switch, which I already think is too wide, even wider. I also don't like the fact that there's no way whatsoever to use these in a handheld mode. There is no Joy-Con grip, so to speak, that you can use this with. I think this, if you had a grip between them and you could actually play as an analog controller, this would be kick-ass. But these are just my opinions. Let me know what you think down below in the comments section. Have you picked one of these up yet? And if so, what do you think of it? If you haven't, would you pick one up now that you've seen this video? Let me know down in the comments. If you also have any other comments or questions, as always, feel free to email me at rocksolidmail@gmail.com. Hit me up on Twitter at RockSolidStudios, Facebook at facebook.com/RockSolidProductions, and on Instagram at instagram.com/RockSolidProductionsGK. If you also want to help support the channel, you can do so in a couple of different ways. Like I mentioned, you can head on over to the Amazon affiliate link down below in our pinned post. If you purchase one of the split pads through that link, it does help support the channel. There's no discount or anything, unfortunately, associated with it. It's just one of those. If you purchase through it, it helps us out. You can also head on over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/rocksolid. For as little as $1 a month, $12 a year, you get early access to all of our content, exclusive content, and a whole lot more. You can also go ahead and visit our Teespring store on screen right now, where we've got t-shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies where you can rock some Rock Solid Production merchandise, show your pride, and help support the channel. And everything that we raise goes right back into the channel so we can do things like pick up a set of split pads, which we did through our local store, Live Action Games. Thanks, Adrian, for getting these guys in. And finally, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, if you like what you see here, if you want to see more, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification. That way each and every time we do upload new content, you are kept the most up to date. I don't know that I would use these. I really don't. I mean, for me, if I'm going to play just in handheld mode, I'm either going to use my Switch Lite or I am going to use my Fixture Gaming S1 and mount my Switch right to my Pro controller. This, to me, makes the Switch a little bit too wide for my personal preferences. But I know not everyone has the same kind of, fit and feel that they're looking for in their controller. The things that they did aesthetically, making the buttons bigger, making the analog sticks bigger, those all worked great. Just thought it made the system a little bit too wide. My name is Gary, and this has been Rock Solid Productions and our look at the split pad from Hori for the Switch. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you soon.